Oh, that was a burp. That is my knee that you were stroking, and I'm not sure that I'm comfortable with the situation. I don't... Jared, I need an adult.
So I fulfilled my promise. I touched Chris.
Right.
Are you pervs happy?
I forgot that was a thing. I was curious what you were doing.
That was literally like 2 minutes ago.
A lot can happen. What did I just tell you? I just told you a story about how I forget things that happen 2 minutes later.
You know what? That's a good point.
Right.
Yeah. Welcome back to PopCats.
Welcome back. Oh, hey, there's a thing.
Welcome.
I almost missed it.
Welcome, crack.
What?
What?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, he's so fast. He just wrecked me. That dude just straight shreks, dude.
Chris.
What's up?
You're dead.
I am. That guy's not going to be for a pretty long time. Whenever I worked at one of my former jobs, I worked with this guy named Zach. He was a pretty good friend.
Right.
But people, like, we were the two managers that, like, anytime that someone was, not feeling their shift, we would pick up their shift.
Uh-huh.
And we usually worked together, and we always worked well together. So people started, like, having a ship name for us, and they called us Crack, because we were Chris and Zach. And we were the Crack ship.
Nice.
It was awesome.
What's our ship name?
Do what?
What's our ship name?
Carrie.
Carrie, are you our love child?
Yes.
I mean, practically.
I mean, actually. What?
I feel like it would be...
Kara.
Yeah, Kara.
Which is pretty close to Carrie.
Yeah.
So that's why I said Carrie. Oh, jeez, there's one behind me! Jeez!
So I thought...
What?
I thought we could take this moment to... We for the past few episodes, we've kind of been talking about, like, writing and, like... We're both pretty into, like...
Writing.
Yeah, writing, telling stories, coming up with story ideas.
Right.
I thought it'd be a nice idea to kind of like talk about where that might have come from, like what inspired us to like become like this, kind of like just stuff relating to.
Okay.
Like
where
like,
we.
Go ahead. Like some of your first like stories you might have come up with.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
You might be distracted by I don't know that nightmare.
So that I don't forget, how about I tell one, because I know of one right off the bat.
Okay, go ahead.
Almost the first story that I ever wrote. Whenever I was in 3rd grade.
Where did it come from? Like, where'd your love for this come from?
What?
Where'd your love for, like...
My love for writing came from my teachers. Because whenever we would write in class, I would usually write more than I usually did because my teachers praised me for it. And I was always, like, that kid who yearned for the teacher's praise.
Right.
Not really a teacher's pet because I never did anything for the teachers, but, like, if it was for my work, I loved getting praised for my work. But,
If you liked doing it, and they were just like, wow, you're really good at it.
Right. So, I had just watched the Spider-Man film. Mm-hmm. The first one with Tobey Maguire.
Right.
And, oh, jeez. Oh, man. No! Sorry, I hit your computer with my hat.
You're good.
So I had just watched it, and I went into school, and she was like, okay, we're going to write a story today. And I was like, oh, I'm going to write a Spider-Man story. So I wrote a story, and, like, we were only supposed to write, like, 3 pages, and it was that paper that they use in elementary school, that it's got, like, the horizontal lines, or it goes, like, landscape instead of the other way?
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. And they're, like, really big lines, and there's only, like, 4 of them on the entire page. Mm-hmm. So I wrote a story on, like, 8 of those pages, and I was only supposed to write 3 about Spider-Man going to the village of the Red Goblins who had fire powers. I don't remember anything else from it.
Right.
But that was it. It was Spider-Man and there were red goblins instead of green goblins and they had fire powers.
Right. That's actually pretty cool.
That was my first story that I ever wrote. And I did like way beyond what I was supposed to do.
That's because you're into it. Like, first off, you're a kid. You have a big imagination.
Yeah, that's true.
And so your imagination is not confined by like, oh, this doesn't work. That doesn't make any sense. No one's gonna like that and blah blah blah. You know?
Right. You have an idea and you put it on paper.
Yeah, exactly.
Which honestly, I think a lot more adults could take a page out of that book.
That's true, but then like it comes to the point where like, is it a good idea?
But jeez, get off of me. The thing is though, like whenever you're a kid, the teacher will look at it and be like, that's a good idea. How about we expand a little more on this though? You know, and the
so
teacher
they're like the guiding force.
Right. So whenever you're an adult, the best practice is just to get everything down on paper and then go back and say, or give it to a friend or something and say, what here do you find interesting that I can expand more on? You know?
Right. I feel like that's what most adults, like some writers do actually already, you know?
I think that's what more people should do.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, I'm not trying to like totally divert the conversation.
No,
what was your
you're
first?
Good. I don't know if I remember my first. I remember like my first two.
Okay.
One. What was it? One that I remember. One I did in elementary school. One, and then one that I was actually proud of.
Okay.
One was about the first one was about Sonic.
Sonic?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like the new character came out called Blaze.
Right.
She was the cat.
Yeah, I like Blaze.
And I had no idea who she was. And we had to tell our stories in front of people. Like we were seated there.
Okay.
And apparently they wanted us to make stories. And so I was just like, all right, I'll make mine about Sonic. And then I wrote like about Sonic and like how Metal Sonic came back and Shadow helped him beat him. And then you uncover the mask and it's Blaze. And she's like, I've always hated you, Sonic, and stuff like that. And I was really terrified in speaking in front of a crowd. So like at the beginning, before, like, oh god, it's so stupid. It's like I was just sitting there, and then I was terrified, and I didn't know what to do, so I just didn't say anything. And the teacher's like, Jeremiah, go ahead. Jeremiah, say something. And then like, as he started walking up towards me, I started reading, and I read all of it. And this was like one of the first projects I had coming to a new elementary school too.
Right.
So I was the new kid. I didn't really know anybody. I told this story about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Right.
And so I told it, and first off, he told me like, it's a good story. Or I don't even remember what he told me. All I remember was that like he told me he's gonna let it pass, but I wasn't supposed to write about like cartoon characters or anything. I was just supposed to write like a regular.
Jeez! Get off of me! I hope the neighbors heard that.
Please don't.
No, come here! Fuck!
Know that you were still alive. So I wasn't supposed to write about cartoon characters or like video game characters or stuff like that.
Right.
And so he's just I'm gonna let that slide now, but just know for the future you're not supposed to write about them.
Okay. I do like how both of our like first stories were fan fiction.
Yeah. I mean that's how it is.
I think that's how a lot of people get their start.
Yeah.
E.B. White.
I mean that's what I did. Like for my love. Okay. So after that, like I said, I had two.
Right.
For one, the second one doesn't really support this idea.
Okay.
But I wrote a story and I entered it into like the short story contest. And what happened was it was a story about like this kid who found this magical pencil who could talk to him, and everything that the pencil drew came to life. And then it was just like I didn't really know how to like separate between genres.
Okay.
So the idea sounds more like kiddie and like blah blah blah, but then but then it started getting to like almost like like action packed like Marvel comic kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like Marvel Cinematic Universe or whatever bullshit.
Right.
Because, like, at first it was like, oh, I'm just a kid and I have a magic pencil. I bet if I use this magic pencil to make this girl like me, blah, 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 blah. But then, like, it gets to one point where just, like, the bully, like, writes to him. He's like, I have your magic pencil. Meet me in the warehouse. And then there's, like, a fight between them. And then the bully, like, draws stuff and then chops off the kid's arm, like, ah! And then the kid gets the pencil and he draws on his own arm.
I mean, I would read it. Honestly.
But, like, I look back on it now, and I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ, what were you thinking? And then, like, at the end of the book, like, he goes to the girl's house with, like, his drawn-on arm.
Yeah. Does he get the girl?
Like, at first, it's, like, all sad and somber, and he's like, I'm sorry, we can't be together. And then he like starts walking away. Then the girl grabs his hand and is like, no, we can't be together. And he's like, awesome.
Cool. Thanks for telling me.
Oh god, it's so stupid.
There he goes.
I think I won runner-up.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What?
I was so proud of that.
Did I tell you about the time that I entered the reflections contest?
Oh, I did. Mine was middle school, but yeah, go ahead.
So for those who don't know, I don't know how many schools around the country really do this, but a lot of our schools have this reflections contest where like they have a theme every year and they invite students from like certain older grades. Jeez, get off of me! To write a story or make some sort of like art project or anything to reflect the topic.
Get that guy.
What?
Get that guy.
I'm gonna get him.
Get that guy.
I'm gonna get him.
Get him.
So they always have like an interesting topic. I don't remember what the topic was for the year that I did it. But
oh, brother, come here.
It's been okay. 3 tries of doing this. I finally did it.
I know.
But I got closer. I know I can do it now. Anyway, before the episode ends, I just want to say, like, the year that I did it, I don't remember what the topic was, but I made this poem that was, like, super just edgy middle school poetry called Fire is Alive. And then she was like, oh, well, you can add more to it, too. And I was like, oh, really? And so to me, that said, make more poems. So I wrote, because the poem itself wasn't very long. So she was like, you can add more to it. And I was like, cool. So then I wrote, like, 3 more poems. And I made this whole, like, Avatar-esque element thing where it was like fire is alive, water is can breathe, and all these different things.
Water's wet.
Yeah. And they were all really stupid. And then I gave them to her and she was like, oh, I didn't mean a collaboration. I just mean you should make this one longer. Or not a collaboration, but like a compilation. So then I ended up only submitting the 1 out of the 4 poems called Fire is Alive. And I won the first round, but then I never heard anything back from her. So, fun stories.
I want to continue this on the next episode.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video.
If you liked it, you should hit that like button.
And the subscribe button.
And you should also check out some of our other videos on the channel.
And be watching out for new videos coming out soon.
Yeah.
Alright, see you later guys.
Meow.